900 subscribers, let's go! Yo, we are so close to 1,000. Can you believe that? Like, bruh. Honestly, I have you guys to thank for all of this, so thank you guys so much for getting me to 900 subscribers. We are getting so close to 1,000, it is absolutely crazy. But, as tradition goes, every 100 subscribers, I do a sub special, and it's not going to change for 900 subs as well. And what are we doing for this sub special? A cooking tutorial. Alright, I won't take up any of your time. Let's get to the actual tutorial. What's up everyone? Welcome to my cooking tutorial. Now today we're going to be cooking a South Asian dish, and quite frankly, it's like my favorite dish of all time. I have this every single day. And when I say every day, I mean every day. This is a dish called DAAL. It's basically a red split lentil soup. It's got all your goodies, it's exotic, it's high in protein, it's vegan, if anyone gives a crap about that. And if you want to experiment, you can actually make this with beef for people who are very anti-vegan. But anyways, let's get started. Let me show you what you need to make some dal. Now, to start off, we're going to need some red split lentils, an onion, a tomato, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, anywhere between 3 and 7 pieces of garlic depending on how much you want your breath to stink, a pinch of 5 seasoned spices, and also a pinch of chili flakes. With that, anywhere between 0 and 5 red dried chili, and 1 to 5 green chilies. Now I want to make this clear that this is how I make dal. So you don't have to put as much chili as I did, but I think that just makes it taste better. Feel free to not put any chili flakes at all. Feel free not to put any chili powder at all. Feel free not to put any chili items altogether. Yeah? But make sure you put the turmeric. Now we're going to be using 1 cup of red split lentils, which I measure by using this measuring jug over here. Make sure you shake it around a little bit to make sure it's flat and it's on the amount that you want it to be on. After that, put your lentils in a bowl and soak it in water and keep it soaked while you do the next couple of steps as well. Now, time to get a knife and a chopping board. We're going to start off by cutting some onions. No, I am not depressed, I swear. We're going to be cutting the onion in half, and we're going to be using the 2 halves for 2 different things. Let's cut off the ends and get rid of those ugly brown things. For the first half, we're going to simply slice it up. For the second half, cut it through the middle, and then we're going to dice this one. Next, I'm going to slice the garlic into small pieces. We're going to slice up the green chili into small pieces as well. And finally, we're only going to be using 1 half of the tomato, and we're going to be slicing it up as well. Now, that is all of the ingredients ready, and before we get to the next part, I just want to say, thank you guys very much for 900 subscribers. I really appreciate this. I know that I am very late on making this video. In fact, I actually recorded 2 other 900 sub specials that I did not like, so I never released them. And then I thought, you know what? I always talk about how much I like dal, so why don't I just make that into a cooking tutorial? And yeah, just so you know, for all the women out there, this is exactly why I don't want a wife. I know how to cook. Just give me a baby and leave. We don't need you. But anyways, if you're liking the video so far, make sure you hit the like button, and make sure you leave a comment on if you're going to try this as well. Right, moving on. Now, for the cooking, we're going to be needing a saucepan and a frying pan. We're going to occupy 2 cooktops and set them both to high heat. Remember that bowl with the red split lentils that had water in it? Yeah, get rid of the water. Now put 2 fresh cups of water in the saucepan, followed by your 1 cup of red split lentils. Now we're going to let that boil while we go to cook on the frying pan as well. We're going to start off by putting some oil into the frying pan. Then we're going to put in the diced onions, the garlic, the chili flakes, and the 5 seasoned spices. Now we're going to let that cook until the water in the saucepan starts boiling. Make sure you stir it every now and again. We want to get the onions brown or dark brown. Check your saucepan in the meanwhile, make sure it doesn't boil over. Because before you know it, that is exactly what's going to happen. When this happens, the first thing you're going to do is put in your 2 teaspoons of turmeric. Stir it around for 10 to 15 seconds so the turmeric disperses everywhere. You should get a nice orangish color like you see in the video over here. And also make sure it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the saucepan. After that, we're going to be adding the rest of the ingredients. It doesn't really matter which order you do so, as long as the things in the fry pan goes into the saucepan last. So as you can see, I went onion, tomato, and then I think I went chili, then chili powder, and then last I went with the dry chili. And then I began stirring it. Make sure you stir this because that way it's not going to get stuck at the bottom of the saucepan. And finally, I put the contents of the fry pan into the saucepan. Again, I give it a quick little stir and then I covered it up. Covering it up will make sure all the flavors stay inside the saucepan and get absorbed by the actual dal. Anyways, after you cover it up, cook it in medium heat until you get the thickness you want. I kept cooking it for about 2 minutes. If you want to be fancy and have a little bit of extra flavor as well, put in some lemon leaves for the last 30 seconds of cooking. And finally, when you're happy with how thick it turned out, if you've been stirring it correctly, it should just slip out of the pan onto a bowl. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you make dal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, well, that's it. Except not really. I forgot to put in one ingredient. Salt. Honestly, you can put salt after you make it as well, or while you're putting in all the ingredients, put in 2 teaspoons of salt, and that'll do the trick. But anyways, for everyone who's watching, thank you very much again. Thank you for getting me to 900 subscribers. I've always said I love being a small channel, and I love our little corner of the internet as well. But with you guys just... It's hard to put into words how motivated you guys make me to do so many things and continue on forward with so many adventures. So again, thank you guys for 900. We are this close to 1000. I made this special very late. But with that, that's where I'll end the video. Thank you again, everyone. Let's get to 1000 subs.